so much for coming in for another video. This is the Just Jewelry Just Sold series, and I like to bring you a little bit of what I've sold throughout the month or week. I think it's been a month since I've done a video, but I have sold quite a bit more jewelry than I'm listing in these videos because a lot of them have sold to subscribers who inquire about them when they see them in hauls, or I just kind of maybe got it out a little quicker than I anticipated and didn't get a chance to videotape it all. But I'm bringing you the best of the best. This beautiful necklace, I really love it. It's got a very vintage look to it. I'm not sure if it's signed or not. I forgot. Let me take a quick look. Don't think so, but someone may recognize that hallmark. It's kind of a pearl-like linked, very well made. And they're kind of a green and gold color, really pretty. Well, that's sold for $15. And remember I told you in my A-lister series that I was manipulating prices here and there. I was reducing, I was deleting things that hadn't sold after a while. I was really doing a lot of activity on the site on Poshmark. And I had this one at 15. I don't remember, I don't think I had it really low, but it did sell at 15. And then some of these sterling silver pendants that are just the initials, those I think I had as high as $20, $25. This one did sell at 15 as well. And I do love to include the chains. I think it really helps move it. Then I'm wearing this beautiful ring for the last time just to show it to you. This cigar band style. And that is by Carolyn Polak, I believe is her name. Carolyn Polak. It's a beautiful cigar band style. I absolutely love it. Copper and sterling. Fully hallmarked for purity and with the signature there. And I have bought some of her pieces. I discovered her actually on Mercari, and then other people told me that she's sold, I believe, on QVC, among other places. So she does a lot of interpretations of the Southwest Native American style motif, and that I actually bought at the, I believe I bought this at Goodwill for about $12. I didn't pay very much for it. It was a very good deal I got that day. And that one did sell for $39 on Posh. And I did reduce this one the day that it sold. I reduced it to $39 when it had been, I believe, at $45 for probably 3 or 4 months. So it finally did sell. Super happy to get that out. Very nice. And then another wonderful sale that really surprised me when it sold so quickly, pretty much the same day I listed it. And that was this Jelly Belly by Coral, and this is the one that I had made a big fuss about, going back to get the bag, and lamenting about that I didn't get the bag at a discount, but I wasn't going to let it go anyway because I had already seen the Jelly Belly kind of sticking out, and so I'll try to link that video if I can find it. But be sure and watch the playlists of my live unjarrings and live unbaggings of jewelry jars, and I do have one where I unearthed this one, and I had looked it up from the store before I was going to take the plunge for the $50 bag, and I had seen them selling in the $100 range, but some also in the lower range. But one of my savvy subscribers did tell me that the feline design was very desirable, and that the Jelly Belly can still be called a Jelly Belly as long as it's clear. It doesn't necessarily have to be a Crown Tafari. This one was a Coro, and I was also very impressed with its condition. No wear at all on the metal, no rhinestones missing. So I'm super excited to get that out to my buyer on Etsy. Okay, another wonderful sale was this genuine Hermes bracelet. I fished this out of a jewelry jar or jewelry bag that came from Chicago, and I actually opened it live in one of my A-listers show. This one was actually a gift from my son. He had gifted me 3 bags from his local thrift stores there in Chicago. So we were lucky enough to find this one. It did have a flaw, but of course I attenuated that with my listing and the language that I use in my listing, and we still managed to sell that on Mercari for $60. That was quite a sale. Very pleased with that. Another sale was this butterfly bangle, hook-on bangle from James Avery. I did purchase that on Mercari. I actually was thinking of keeping it, but I didn't. I bought it for $46 and I sold it for $65, and that one also sold back on Mercari. This was a really pretty sand dollar, kind of a rare piece. I believe I bought it for $25 and I sold that for $65 as well on Mercari. That was, I believe, the way it came. That's kind of why I thought it was a little rare, because the charm was, I think, was original to the bracelet. Both the bracelet and the charm were James Avery. Again, that sold for $65 on Mercari, and I did buy that in a private sale for $25. So quite a good sale there. Anytime something is rare from James Avery, it usually garners a lot of interest, and you can usually command a pretty good price for it as well. Again, that was on Mercari. Another sale was on Posh, and this is the wraparound leather bracelet. Really pretty. That is by Stella and Dot. And I think I had that up for quite a while, a little bit higher than $10, but I finally reduced the price to $10, and it did move. We talked a little bit about pricing and how eventually we do have to, I think, liquidate some of our things in order to make room for nice, fresh merchandise, and that's what I had been doing. Here's a coral piece that sold for $5 on Poshmark. Very pretty little fringe with coral beads. Then this beautiful tortoiseshell necklace, statement piece as well, sold along with a bundle of another necklace and a wallet, and that sold for $17, and each were priced individual. This particular necklace sold for $17. So there wasn't, I didn't discount the price for a bundle. That's kind of a misconception a lot of people have. We will talk about that further in my A-Listers show every Sunday at 3 p.m. Central. Hey guys, some more beautiful items that went out. Some jewelry is a bundle that someone put together on Posh. I love these bangles. They're so pretty. She got an absolute deal on these. She put all of these things together for $5 a piece, and then I think the shipping is now $6.79. So these are 4 bracelets. They're fairly medium. They're, I would say, a medium to small size, and of course I did picture that on a ruler so they could be sure to know that they are not going to be big bangles. These are all rhinestones. They do have sort of a crown shape. At least that's how I described them because of the little peaks. I think they're gorgeous. So those are going out, and then this was another set of sort of Asian Bollywood inspired type. These have a pretty teal color on the enamel. They have a lot of embellishment with chains and beads. Very, very nice. I love them. And then along with that are some more tribal, or some tribal looking earrings. I thought they were gorgeous. They look kind of like, I don't know, ebony or something, and they're really pretty. They're very lightweight too, so they were very attractive. I did have to add some of the backs to these because they usually don't come with the backs. But I do have a big collection of the backs. And then these were very pretty. These are actually glass stones. They're very nice. And that was a pair of earrings there. Again, this is a 4-piece bundle that someone put together on Posh for $5 a piece. So basically $20 plus the shipping is what she covered on that. So I guess about $27 altogether. But again, these did come out of a jewelry jar. They cost me all of a quarter, possibly 50 cents. And when I can move them instead of just stacking them or redonating them, it's a win for me. Guys, at the post office, ready to ship things out. This is how we do it sometimes when we're harried. We do the shipping right from the car. But we did sell these lovely sterling silver earrings. They're very, very nice. Very, very intricate design on here. They're a little heavy. I really like them for me. I actually sourced these though. I always say that, right? I like them for me, but I usually resell them anyway. Even if they had been perfect, I probably would have resold them. They did sell for $27. These sold on Mercari. They were bought on eBay. They were bought on eBay for $10, and they sold for $27. And I did have them, I believe, for $29. And I took an offer of $27. So really excited about getting these to the new owner. I think that they'll be very happy with them. They're very exotic looking. Very, very exotic looking. I love them. So that was another sale, guys. Okay, here's another beautiful piece that went out on Posh. This one sold for $15, and again, she paid another $6.79 to have that shipped. I love this. This is actually a working decanter, or would you call it a decanter? I'm not sure. For perfume, this actually unscrews. Let me unscrew it real quick. There it is. It wouldn't hold very much perfume, I'm sure, but it's gorgeous. It is crystal, sort of a champagne color, and I bought this for, I believe, $5 in one of Elizabeth's showcase sales. Elizabeth is Makeup Zombie here on YouTube, and she sells in a Buy It Now. That's where I bought this and resold it on Poshmark for $15. These sterling silver hoops came out of a jewelry jar, so they may have cost me all of 25 cents or so. And they sold for $15 on Poshmark. And then I sold this on eBay, and this is genuine puka shell and a little turquoise nugget, and it is genuine turquoise. I had it priced a little bit higher, but it didn't sell for my higher price, so I took a best offer of $15, and I think they'll be very happy with it, and I'm certainly happy to sell it. And then I also sold this. This one came from a jewelry jar as well. I remember when I pulled it out. It is a Ciner, C-I-N-E-R is the brand. I love it. It's very heavy, very pretty. Enameled gold tone with a cream color on it. It does have that pretty safety chain. And this sold for $30. I was very pleased to get that much on eBay. And that was also free shipping. I do pretty much do free shipping most of the time on eBay. But yeah, that's a very pretty bracelet. Very happy to get that out on eBay. Fabulous sell was this necklace that is rose quartz. And it's chunks and little chips, and it is so pretty. And it also has some silver beads, silver tone beads there. And one of my subscribers saw it in one of my hauls and inquired about it. So we got that squared away, and I'm really happy about that. So we finally are getting this off to her, and I know she's going to absolutely love it. It is a beautiful, beautiful piece. Guys, another piece of jewelry I sold this weekend is a beautiful bangle that's been listed for a long time, so long that I forgot where I had it. So I actually looked through this stack here. This is the third time I looked through it, and I finally found it buried under these. Look how pretty that one is. That one looks genuine, but it's not. It was buried underneath one of these. I finally found it. It's a really, really pretty rhinestone, kind of an open, very feminine, very delicate piece. I really like it. Very pretty. So that sold for $10 on Poshmark. And I don't even remember where I got it. I think at a thrift store. I do not believe it was in a jewelry jar. So that's why I could barely see it, because it's so thin and pretty. But we're going to ship that out today. I really like it. It's well made. Another Posh sale was this sterling silver box chain with the initial S pendant on that. I got a whole lot of those from Sandy's auction, so those were pretty inexpensive for me, and that sold for $14. And then this fabulous little Napier piece sold on eBay. This was a vintage elephant, kind of an ivory enamel color on it. Not the best photos by any means, but that did manage to sell on eBay for, what was that, $20. Again, just really pretty. It had the hidden bell in the back. I thought that really was a nice draw and gold tone. Very, very attractive piece. Okay, now on to a couple of Etsy sales. This was a very small brooch, maybe about 1.5 inches long, and it was sterling silver. It is sterling silver, very pretty. Hearts brooch pin that sold for $13, and that included the shipping. And then another $13 sale was this really pretty copper charm or pendant, about the size of a penny, pretty small. That also sold for $13. And again, these have been sitting on Etsy for quite a long time, the brooch more than this pendant. So I thought it was time to move them out by reducing their prices a bit. Okay, back to Poshmark. Very small little posts, maybe 1/2 inch long, or at the widest point. These sold for $10 on Poshmark. They were sterling silver, and I do believe those were fished out of a jewelry jar. A lot of these items are coming from jewelry jars, so when you only have an investment of about, I don't know, 5, 10, 25 cents, $10 is a good little turnover, so I was very happy with that. As well, I believe that was onyx in the middle there, or actually I think they were just enameled. And then here's a really pretty piece that I just didn't wear as much as I wanted to. Tri-colored sterling silver. So it was gilded in all 3 shades of gold there, and I bought that. That was bought for $20 and sold for $25. So guys, that's just some of the things I sold. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please come back and watch another one very soon. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so already. Be sure and hit the bell for notifications so that you can know when I put up a new video or when I'm going live. Thank you again.